What the fuck is up, guys? How you guys been? It's been a little while since I made a video like this because I've been uploading a lot of VODs and then maybe some edits every now and then. It's been a while since I just talked to you guys, talked directly into this lifeless soul that is a camera. It was 8 years ago, almost 10 years ago, almost, but 8 years ago. I was still in middle school, last year of middle school. This is the story of when I got caught smoking weed in school. And goddamn, just thinking back on it, I'm a fucking idiot. Before we get into the story, guys, I do want to take a nice Sacred Sage rip. Just because we got caught in school doesn't mean I learned my lesson. You think I would stop because of that? No. Do you watch this channel? Like, do you guys know what this is all about? Alright, guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. It means the world to me. I love making this sort of content. If you guys want to smoke along with me, take a bong rip with me, maybe cross-country bong rips, cross the globe bong rips, feel free to tune into my Twitch, twitch.tv/NotChanTheMan. I would love to see you guys in there. We'll take a big old bong rip together. Let's get right into the story. Oh yeah, now we're feeling good. So where do I start? You guys know, it was literally any middle school day. If you can think of your regular middle school day where you're not doing nothing. And somewhere throughout the day, I started talking to my one friend. My great friend, even to this day. We'll call him Slim. And Slim Jimmy, somehow, I don't know what convinced me. I've never done this before. I mean, I'm in 8th grade, it's middle school, I'm not doing this, I'm not used to this bad boy lifestyle, but this is when it really first started, right around this, what are you in 8th grade, 13, right around these early teen years. We get to talking, and he's like, alright man, what do you think about skipping last period? And for some reason, I'm just like, damn bro, you're a fucking genius. I skipped the class. Obviously, because this is Slim Jimmy. So he convinces me. We skip the class together. We end up skipping all of 4th period, which was one of my favorites. I had one of my favorite teachers in it, but fuck it, we're goofing off, and we actually end up hanging out in like there was like a room. There was like a room for sports stuff for kids who played sports. They would have this one room dedicated for kids to leave all their sports stuff in. So after school, they could grab their sports stuff, head over to after school sports. So we do it. We skip class. And that's all I think we're doing. We're being bad kids, skipping class. That's plenty bad enough. If you're around that age, that's plenty bad enough, all right? Don't do anything more, you dumb shit. So we're in that sports room together, skipping class, being bad kids. And all of a sudden, this man, Slim Jimmy, I actually have some marijuana in a bowl in my backpack right now. Trying to smoke? Trying to get a little bit high. I said, Slim. Where do I sign? You come to me with happiness in a bag, and you expect me not to open it? You expect me to turn down this grand opportunity? Sign me up. I'm down. Sign me up. I'm in. And so we did it. We fucking did it. So he had his little not even a pipe. He had one of these. You know what? He had one of these. I wouldn't call this a bowl. This is a pipe. This is what is this? This is not made for. We were dumb children. But then again, I really love these things. These things are beautiful. Okay, maybe it wasn't a bad device for smoking at all. I want one. Let me get one. So we start using this kind of corncob pipe to inhale our marijuana, our sacred sage, I should say. That's kind of That's the word we usually use, and I absolutely forgot about it. We just remembered it. It's been so long since we've been doing this content. How have you guys been? It's good to see you. So we're using this corncob pipe to inhale our sacred sage and breathing it into, I think, what was an art tapestry. No, it might have been a towel. I kind of remember a towel, but something's telling me there wouldn't just be a towel in the sports room. Maybe there would be. Well, we fucking got someone's towel cooked with sacred sage, and we just breathed all that shit right into it to try to mask the smell. Heads up, boys, if you're ever in a school doing this, nothing will mask the smell. Nothing. I feel like there has to be something in like the school airs and something in like the ventilation that just lets those smells travel and linger. And you know what? It's probably just that those smells are not inside schools. So once that smell does enter a school, it's very noticeable. But something's also telling me they got something spreading that smell, making it more easy to catch kids with. So no matter what we did, we breathed it into a towel. We heard from friends, other sources, that did absolutely nothing. The whole school reeked. The whole school reeked. They immediately know, okay, there is 2 kids. No one's skipping classes. We're in middle school. No one skips classes in middle school. There's 2 kids that are not in class, and the whole school smells like weed. I wonder who's smoking weed. Fucking Slim gets so anxious that he actually, there's like these, big cabinets, the big tall cabinets that are in school, like school art rooms, just schools in general. He gets so anxious that he actually opens up one of those cabinets, crawls inside, and hides right there. I don't know what justified it in my head back then, but hiding in the cabinet was just kind of ridiculous. Like, we were definitely hidden. They weren't catching us. And they weren't, boys. They weren't catching us. They were not gonna catch us if we stayed in that room. So I'm sitting there, like, baked out of my mind. I mean, I'm young, 8th grade, middle school. You should not be smoking this young. If you're smoking this young, fucking stop. Give it like a few more years, dude. You can wait. Save your brain. I didn't. And all of a sudden, both baked that shit. I guess he's getting a little bit anxious. He busts out of the cabinets. He's like, bro, we gotta go. We gotta go. What? Why? Why do we have to go? What do you mean? No reason. He's just getting a little antsy. He's getting anxious. I don't know why we have to go. I don't know why we have to move. I think we had 15 minutes until the day ended. But no, dude, we gotta go. We literally have to go. He runs out of the sports room. He just runs out of the sports room. Top speed. Not top speed, but, as fast as someone can run. And as you're running out of that sports room, there are windows all along the hallway into the library. You see into the library. And the library sees out to the hallway, right to the door that we were in. Kind of get the visual I'm trying to portray here. Anyway, the library did see us leaving that room. And you know what class was being taught in the library that day? Just by pure coincidence? Do you know what class? The class we were skipping. The goddamn class we were skipping was being taught in the library that day because they had to do MLA formatted research or cite books or find books or whatever, So Slim sprinted into the bathroom. I sprinted right after him. Library saw everything, sadly. Inevitably, the teacher, one of my favorite teachers to this day, walked into the bathroom that we were hiding in. I was in one stall, he was in the other, just, watching our phones, acting like we were using the bathroom. And he calls out my friend. He calls out Slim. He said, "What's that peculiar smell? What's that reeky deek coming from the bathroom stall? Something stinks in here, bud." He said, "Something stinks in here." And I was not prepared for it. I was sitting there, staring at my shoes. I remember what shoes I had on to this day. Staring at my shoes. He just leaves the bathroom. He leaves the bathroom. He's my favorite teacher. And I know he's one of Slim's favorite teachers too. So I'm thinking he's letting us go. I'm thinking he's giving us our one shot if we take it. I'm thinking dumb. I'm thinking high. I leave the stall. Pretend to wash my hands like a good kid, like someone taking a shit. I said, "See ya, Slim. Good luck." And I went to leave the bathroom. And I ran right into my favorite teacher. He said, "What's that in your pocket?" And it was obviously a clear cutout of something small and that shouldn't be in school. And it wasn't like anything bad. It was just a lighter. It's just a lighter. But that immediately like proved everything. And do you guys know what lighter was in my pocket? A white lighter. Never use a white lighter. I don't give a shit how desperate you are. I pulled a white lighter from my pocket, immediately proved everything. And then I was walked to the office. He asked me why I did it, what I was doing, what I was thinking, because, you know, he was also a really cool teacher, but, like, he was like, "Bro, like, what were you thinking? This is so dumb." Fucking because of this, because of, some bullshit, let's put it that way. And he walked me all the way to the office. He sat me down into a chair. I remember walking through the office. One of the office ladies, I'm pretty sure what she said was, "Oh my God, his eyes are so red." And it's like, damn, I guess I am a child, dude. Like, I'm walking past these office ladies that I would see a lot every time I got picked up or dropped off, which for sports, when I did cross country, I would see them every day. I knew these office ladies. I would make small talk with them. And they were just like upset. They were just sad, kinda. They sat me down into an office chair, waited there for like 30 minutes. I'm guessing they were talking to Slim, maybe Slim's parents, and then also maybe my parents separate from me. My parent, I had my mom then, so it was just my mom. Just having my mom have to go through all that at the time too, that had to have been goddamn. Eventually, my mom came into the office that I was sitting in, and just like gave me not even a look. She might have even said like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like something like that. And it was just fucking crazy. It was actually surreal. I was high, so like I couldn't really put into retrospective what I have done, but I knew what I have done was really bad. It's just Sacred Sage hit me so hard back then that it's like I couldn't even tell left from right, and that's what I loved about it. But that's what I get for using it so young. I got driven home by my mom. I was obviously suspended, maybe even expelled. We didn't know. They left it up to debate. They had to talk to like the school board and everything like that, I'm assuming. And I drove home with my mom, who, of course, bitched at me. She didn't bitch at me, but she obviously gave me she obviously put on the heat and made it extra hot just to really emphasize how I fucked up. And I'm just remembering this now, boys. One of the most entertaining parts of this story. One of the craziest goddamn parts of this story. It's actually insane that this happened, but it was really funny. It was really funny. One of my other friends, I can't think of a nickname for him now, but we'll just say one of my other friends was actually at my house. He heard of everything that happened. I'm pretty sure he heard about it, because when I came to my house and walked into my room, he was hiding under my bed. He was hiding under my bed with his face poked out. Like, he wasn't trying to hide from me. He was trying to hide, like, from, obviously, like, my mom in case she walked in. with his head poked out, looking at me with the biggest smile on his face, going, like, just laughing, dude. And I was like, bro, you can't be here right now. You cannot be here right now, dude. He called his mom. His mom came to pick him up. My mom immediately yelling at me. Why the hell is blah, blah, blah here? Blah, blah, blah can't be here. You know what the fuck you did. Mom, you don't understand. Blah, blah, blah has already been here. He's just now leaving. Which is just so bad. It was kind of crazy that my life, probably 7th to 8th grade, about a whole year, was just me having friends over, smoking weed and tobacco out of a bong every day for a whole year. It was amazing. It was the golden days. So what happened from all this? What happened from all this? We didn't know if we were suspended or expelled at the time. We had, I think, a meeting in the office, maybe 1 or 2 meetings. And then eventually it was come to that I'm pretty sure the both of us were just suspended. Suspended for, I think, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, something like that. Which was, I found nice at the time because I just found it as a break from school. I mean, that's what any kid would see it as. When I got back to school, they obviously gave me a pile of work that I had to do that I didn't do. And then as for like everything else legally, because we did do drugs in a school zone, but we were minors. So as for everything legally, it wasn't anything too intense. Court, I don't really know if it was a real court, but I sat in front of like a group of 9 people, and they just asked me and my mom questions, and like it was questions like what I do in my free time, how I get these substances, what I do with these substances, what makes me interested in these substances. And I answered brutally honestly throughout that whole session. It kind of made my mom a little upset, but we laughed through it. Even the panel of people were laughing when they were like, how do you get your tobacco? How do you get your nicotine? And I answered honestly, and I was like, well, I usually find cigarette butts on the side of the road that aren't wet and pack them into my bong. And all of them are like laughing, and even my mom's laughing like, what the fuck, this is what you do? I'm like, yeah, this is what I do. Damn, maybe I do need a reality check. But this was only the first time I got caught smoking in school. There is a second time I got caught smoking in school, and we're gonna save that story for another time. If you guys want to hear that story, leave a like and let me know in my Twitch, because we stream every day and that's where I like to see you guys most. Very interactable. Twitch.tv/NotChanTheMan. Again, guys, if you want to hear more stories, if you want to hang out, please like or subscribe. Trust me, it just means a lot. It does so much more than you think it does. And if you want to really hang out, smoke together, drink together, have a good time, 5 days a week, I am live on Twitch. Twitch.tv/NotChanTheMan. And as always, guys, have a good one.